Welcome to pvtexpressnews news channel. Subscribe to the channel and don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our today's newsletter includes the following content. Han Ting and Ji Xing, the extra ending amazed the audience, and the actors were old but their hearts were not old. This highly acclaimed TV series has undoubtedly become the most unforgettable love masterpiece in recent times. When the full picture of the life trajectory of the protagonists Han Ting and Ji Xing was presented to the audience, it was as if a warm spring breeze blew through the heart, triggering countless people's yearning for beautiful love. Why can such an ordinary but touching love story touch the hearts of countless audiences? Let's find out. The same sweetness and lingering as always is the life code of this loving couple. From acquaintance to old age, their love journey is like a slowly flowing stream, and every bit of it makes people feel like they have experienced it personally. The director cleverly uses details to cleverly create a warm atmosphere of time passing in years of peace, making the audience feel like a spring breeze. Under the blue sky, Ji Xing's shy appearance is like a delicate flower, exuding the breath of youth. And Han Ting's gentle eyes are like a ray of sunshine, sprinkled on this flower, nourishing its vitality. Such a youthful and joyful first encounter undoubtedly evokes the audience's beautiful memories of the initial budding of love. After a sweet love, the two entered the palace of marriage. Seeing the two people's family gradually become full and children appear one after another, people can't help but sigh that there are such warm times in ordinary life. Han Ting's love for Ji Xing is revealed all the time, like a warm big hand, silently guarding this small family. This sweet and lingering picture undoubtedly evokes the audience's longing for a happy family. But this love can't escape the impermanence of life after all. When the camera focuses on Ji Xing alone in the rocking chair, the atmosphere of loneliness and calmness makes people red-eyed. It turns out that Han Ting has already gone ahead, leaving Ji Xing alone to face the last moment of his life. However, at this moment, Ji Xing was seen holding the "I love you" left by Han Ting tightly, as if seeking his forgiveness. This scene not only shows Han Ting's deep love for Ji Xing, but also reflects the fragility and preciousness of life. Seeing this, one can't help but think of the separation of life and death that one has personally experienced. We have all experienced the death of our loved ones and felt the heart-wrenching pain. And Han Ting's words before his death in the play aroused the audience's deep thinking about the meaning of life. He said, "In this life, I just want to be with you all the time." This sentence is not only a sincere confession to Ji Xing, but also the ultimate philosophy of life. It is precisely because of this thinking about life that the ending of this play has left an indelible mark in the hearts of the audience. It tells us that love is not just a vigorous passion, but also a lifetime of mutual support. Even at the last moment of his life, Han Ting still tried his best to express his thoughts for Ji Xing. This deep love melted the hearts of every audience. Perhaps, we all yearn for a love that has accumulated slowly and has been baptized by time. Supporting each other for a lifetime, even in the face of life and death, they are still each other's true love. The ending of this play just satisfies the audience's yearning for this ideal love. It makes us realize that even in ordinary daily life, we can have love as bright as stars. At the same time, this drama also triggered the audience's deep thinking about the meaning of life. It makes us realize that we should cherish the present and the people around us. Because the impermanence of life will eventually come. But even at the last moment of life, as long as there is love in the heart, love can transcend life and death and become eternal. It is precisely because of these moving elements presented in this drama that it will cause such a strong resonance. The audience said that such an ordinary and moving love story gave them a deeper understanding of love and life. Some netizens said that after watching this drama, they had a new definition of the word love. Of course, there are also a few viewers who are not very comfortable with this ending. They believe that love should be a vigorous passion, not an ordinary mutual support. This different voice also triggered a discussion on how TV dramas can show love. Some netizens said that everyone's definition and yearning for love are different, and TV dramas should respect the diverse needs of the audience and provide more abundant choices. In any case, the success of this drama undoubtedly brought a new perspective to the audience. It shows us that even ordinary life can have a touching love story. As Han Ting said, "In this life, I just want to be with you forever." This sentence reveals everyone's deepest desire to have a lover who can support each other for a lifetime. Let us explore the essence of love together, cherish Han Ting and Jixing in front of us, and compose our own touching love songs in our own way. The ending of You Are More Beautiful Than Starlight. Jixing gave birth to twins, Han Ting died of illness, and Qin Li was upset. Help you read the article content quickly. You Are More Beautiful Than Starlight, starring Tansongyun and Xukai, tells the story of dreams, love, and choices. The fates of the characters are different. Chang He was caught for greed, Zhang Di was redeemed, and Li Li and Su Zhizhou fell in love sweetly. Han Ting and Jixing finally got married after twists and turns, and love transcends life and death. The whole play is deeply touching and triggers the audience to think about love and life. Abstract generated by the author through intelligent technology. Useful. You Are More Beautiful Than Starlight, an urban emotional drama co-starred by Tansongyun and Xukai, presents the audience with a moving story about dreams, love, and life choices. With the end of the finale, the fate of the characters in the play has also settled, which brings a perfect end to this journey full of laughter and tears. In the play, Chang He and Zhang Di, a pair of former business partners, eventually embarked on different paths because of their respective choices. Chang He's ambition and greed led him to the abyss, and he was eventually brought to justice. After experiencing confusion and struggle, Zhang Di chose to face his mistakes honestly and gain spiritual redemption. After a series of misunderstandings and twists and turns, Li Li and Su Zhizhou, a pair of happy enemies, finally recognized each other's feelings, came together, and wrote a lighthearted and sweet love story. The most touching thing in the play is the love-hate relationship between Han Ting and Jixing. They went from being competitors at first to supporting each other, and finally joined hands to enter the marriage hall. The journey was full of laughter, tears, and touching. I still remember that Han Ting and Jixing quarreled because of Xingchen's affairs, which caused their relationship to drop to the freezing point. At that time, the internet was full of various speculations. Many viewers predicted that Zhu Houyu would kidnap Jixing, and Han Ting would risk his life to save her, and finally the two reconciled. The plot of the TV series is indeed as expected by the audience. In order to rescue the kidnapped Jixing, Han Ting took risks and went to Zhu Houyu alone with 5 million cash to negotiate. As you can imagine, he was not only seriously injured, but also fell from the building with Zhu Houyu. Although the accident did not take Han Ting's life, it left him with indelible pain and added a touch of tragic color to their love. After the accident, Han Ting and Jixing cherished each other more. They held a romantic wedding in a foreign country. Jixing, wearing a white veil, was like a fairy descending to the earth, while Han Ting, dressed in a suit, looked particularly handsome and tall. Han Ting gave Jixing a warm princess hug, and the two looked at each other affectionately, their eyes full of happiness and joy. In the square of a foreign country, they fed pigeons together, and the scene was warm and healing, as if all the troubles in the world had nothing to do with them. Although Qin Li, who came out halfway, also pursued Jixing, he appeared too late after all, and Han Ting was the destined person for Jixing. After marriage, Han Ting completely became a wife-loving maniac. He always sticks to Jixing, and his words are full of sweetness and pampering, as if he wants to make up for the time he missed before. In the first year after marriage, their son Han Shen was born, adding more laughter to this happy family. 4 years later, they welcomed twin sons, and Jixing became a little princess loved by her 3 sons and her husband. The success of this drama lies not only in the touching love story, but also in its portrayal of details and restoration of real life. Han Ting, who has entered middle age, has white hair on his temples, and wearing glasses makes him more charming as a mature man. Jixing, who has become a mother, is gentle and virtuous, and also shows the strength and independence of a wife and mother. In the finale of You Are More Beautiful Than Starlight, each character has found his own destination, which brings this heartwarming urban emotional drama to a perfect end. Although the extra chapter tells the story of Han Ting and Jixing's death due to illness, their love transcends life and death and has touched countless audiences. As Han Ting said, "What I think of love is that it can only be concluded when we look back at the end of our lives." In the end, Han Ting left the world before Jixing, and Jixing, who loved him deeply, followed him 4 months later. On his deathbed, Han Ting was still worried about Jixing and specifically asked his son to take good care of her. He also took out the forgiveness card he had prepared before, because he remembered that Ji-Xing had said that if he died before her, she would not forgive him. Their lives were like a wonderful movie, full of laughter, tears, touching and regrets, but their love for each other remained the same, and eventually became each other's eternal companionship. The evenly matched love between Han Ting and Ji-Xing moved countless audiences and triggered people's thinking about love and life. What do you think about this? This concludes our news section. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments area. Let's discuss it together. Welcome. Don't forget to give me a like and follow. Thank for all.